Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm Steve, and today, as you can see, I'm wearing my SGC cap that I picked up at the National. And that's because I want to do another SGC submission, but I think you guys know I was a little late getting to the grading game, so I have a lot, probably like 150 ungraded cards that I'd like to grade. Now, whether that's a smart move or not, that's a conversation for a different day. But one of the things I always struggle with is which cards to submit and which cards not to submit. I have them broken out into different types of categories: football, baseball, basketball, different years of baseball. What I thought might be fun is for this round to let you guys choose the cards I want to submit. So what I'm going to do is I have them broken into 8 specific categories. There's 5 cards in each category. I'd like you to pick one card from each category, and I'll tally them up at the end, and whichever cards are the winner are the ones I'll submit. I thought this might be fun. May bomb, but it's something to do on a snowy day. So anyway, let me flip this camera and I will show you the cards and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. There are 8 categories, 5 cards per category, 40 total cards. I'll go through these really quick. The categories are basketball, football. Then in baseball, we've got the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, league leaders. And then I have a mix of some of my childhood cards. So you may have to pause it, and at somewhere in your comments, I'd like to see a numerical string, something similar to this, right? 3, 1, 2, 3, whichever cards you want me to submit. Then I will tally them all up, and then I will share with you what we're going to submit, and then we'll submit them. So let's just jump right in. Basketball. The first card up is this 1990 Skybox Michael Jordan. It's a beautiful card. Not overly valuable, but I just love this card. I love the picture on the back. It's going to look great in a tux. So that's number 1 for basketball. Number 2 is this 1972 Rick Barry. I think it's his first year back in the NBA. So that's a Rick Barry card. Number 3 is this beautiful Julius Erving that I shared with you guys a couple videos ago. It's an all-star card. This one is really sharp. So that would be number 3. Number 4 is the 1986 Kareem. This is another one that's in really good shape. It's been on my hit list to put in. I just haven't done it yet. And the last one is this 1971 Tall Boy of Jerry West, the All-Star card. So once again, when it comes to basketball, number 1 is Jordan. Number 2 is Barry. Number 3 is the Irving All-Star. Number 4 is Jabbar. And number 5 is Jerry West. Moving on to football. First card for football, 1956 Frank Gifford that I picked up in California. Nice looking card. Or should it be a second year? Number 2 is a second year Gale Sayers, 67 Philadelphia. That would be number 2. Number 3 is this 1969 Brian Piccolo rookie card. Number 4, a 1972 of Broadway Joe. Nice looking card. That would be 4. Number 5 is the Johnny Unitas, 1970 Johnny Unitas, another nice looking card. So once again, real quick on the football, 1 is Gifford, 2 is Sayers, 3 is Piccolo, 4 is Broadway Joe, and 5 is Johnny Unitas. Okay, 1950s baseball is next. The first one is this 58 Stan the Man All-Star. Fair shape. This one's in fair shape at best. Followed by another in fair shape, 1958 Ed Matthews. But they are 58s and they are great players. And I would love to get them graded at some point. Number 3 is this Dick Groat. I picked this up at the National. I just fell in love with the card when I saw it. Thought it was a beautiful coloring. So number 3 option is Dick Groat. Number 4, Gil Hodges, 1956. Number 5 is the 1955 Ken Boyer rookie card. So once again, your options from the 50s are either a 58 Musial All-Star, a 58 Matthews All-Star, this Dick Groat from 54, this 56 Hodges, or this 55 Boyer. Moving on to the 1960s, how about this card? 1967 Ferguson Jenkins rookie card. Love this card. It's a good looking card. Little dust on there, sorry. Picked this one up on my last video or two. I also picked this one in the same video. It's the 62 Mays. Got a little bit of marking there, but other than that, it's not a bad looking card. It is a 62 Willie Mays, so that would be number 2. Number 3 is this beautiful, beautiful Willie McCovey. Love this card. It's in great shape, well centered. So that's number 3. Number 4, I know a lot of people love this card, as do I. It's a 68 Bob Gibson. This one's really well centered. Corners are a little soft, but this is one that's been on my submission list for a while. So that would be number 4 if you'd like to see that one go in. And then number 5, this is just a beautiful 1960 Harmon Killebrew. Look how well that one's centered. So big Killebrew fan. That is the number 5. So when you look at the 60s, here are the cards. There's number 1 is the Jenkins, number 2 is the Mays, number 3 is the McCovey, number 4 is the Gibson, and the last one, of course, is number 5 is the Harmon Killebrew. Moving on to the 70s, first one is this beautiful Johnny Bench, 1971. Just picked this one up also. In the mood to get a 71 submitted at some point. 1972, this is number 2, my favorite Yastrzemski cards. I just love this card. This is number 2, is a Carl Yastrzemski. It's either Yaz or Carl Yaz, Steve. Anyway, I know there's a lot of Yaz fans out there. That would be number 2. Number 3 is this 76 Joe Morgan. Beautiful card, beautiful card. So that would be number 3. Number 4 is this card, and I love this card, is the Nolan Ryan. People either love it or hate it. I'm a huge fan of it, but that would be number 4 if you wanted to see that Nolan Ryan go in. And number 5, this card's really cool. This is a Hostess hand-cut 1976 Henry Aaron, and this was given to me by Matt, The Card Story. Great guy. I love this card. I think it's just a beauty. So that would be number 5. Ooh, sorry, I just hit my camera. Hopefully that didn't mess too up. So getting back into this, number 1, Johnny Bench. Number 2, Carl Yastrzemski. Number 3, Joe Morgan. Number 4, Nolan Ryan. And then number 5 is that 76 hand-cut card. Moving on to, these are the 80s and 90s combined. The first card is this 1981 Don Ross Rickey Henderson. Love this card. It's really hard to find this card centered. This one's fairly well centered. So that's a second year Rickey. Or there's of course, the classic 1986 Topps Traded Barry Bonds rookie card. That would be number 2. Number 3 is this beautiful 1987 Greg Maddux rookie card. Love that card. Number 4, look at this one. It's the 1991 Michael Jordan playing baseball. I believe this one's a short print. This is a good looking card. So that would be number 4. And then the last card, another 1991, is this classic, one of my favorite cards of all time, Bo Jackson, right? So Bo Jackson card. So that would be the 5th card. So once again, number 1 is Rickey, the 81 Rickey. The 86 Topps Traded Bonds is 2. The 87 Maddux is 3. The 91 Jordan is 4. And of course, number 5 is the Bo combo card. All right, 2 more sets. We're almost done here. Thanks for hanging with me. First, now we're going to do some league leader cards. The first one up is this 1964. It's a 65 card of the home run leaders with Boog Powell, Mickey Mantle, and of course Harmon Killebrew. This is a beautiful card. Has a little bit of blue ink runoff here, but outside of that, you know, it's a beautiful card and it's got the Mick on it. So that's your number 1 choice. Number 2 is another fantastic looking card with 3 awesome players, 2 in the hall, 1 that should be. Henry, Roberto, and then Richie Allen. This is a beautiful 67 or 66 liters card. 67 card. So that would be number 2. Number 3, sticking with the same year, this is the pitching version of that, and this one has 4 Hall of Famers on it. You've got Sandy Koufax, Juan Marichal, Bob Gibson, and Gaylord Perry. So that is number 3. The 4th option is this beautiful 68 that's got Clemente, Tony Gonzalez, and Matty Alou. So 2 Pirates, a lot of Pirate fans out there. This is a beauty. That would be number 4. And then the last option, number 5, is this 1970 card, 69 batting leaders with Rose, Clemente, and Cleon Jones. So once again, number 1 is the Mantle Killebrew Powell. Number 2 is the Aaron Clemente Dick Allen. Number 3 is the 4 Hall of Famers, Koufax, Marichal, Gibson, and Perry. Number 4 is Clemente, Gonzalez, and Alou. And then number 5 is the batting leaders with Rose, Clemente, and Cleon Jones. Last grouping, these are some of my childhood cards. They're in decent shape, not great shape, but first one up is the Dave Parker 1974 rookie card. So I've had this since I was a kid. That's number 1. Number 2 is the Winfield version of that same year rookie card. This one's, you know, in fair shape, but I've had it since I was a kid. So there's 2. Staying with the 74 set, because I just love this pitcher, is the Reggie Jackson for number 3. And then the last 2 are some football options. I've got this 1970 Broadway Joe. I love this card, a little Band-Aid up in the corner. One of my favorites. And then the last one you can choose from, number 5, is the Joe Green 2nd year card. So anyway, let me show you those one more time. Number 1 is the Parker rookie. 2 is the Winfield rookie. 3 is the Reggie 74, not a rookie. 4 is the Joe Namath from 1970. And number 5 is the 2nd year Joe Green. So anyway, I appreciate you guys doing this. Hopefully it's fun for you to do. We'll see based on the responses. But once I get the tallies back, I will share with you which 8 of these 40 cards are going in. I might even throw a bonus card or 2 depending on how the scoring goes. So anyway, as always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Stay safe, keep collecting, and we will talk again soon.